one of the pre-race favorites is going to be a lap down to this amazingly unbelievable freshman runner from Brigham Young, Jane Hedengren, coming for home. It's 14:40 on the clock. She is going to go sub 14:50 at Boston University.
One race was all it took. At just 19 years old, Jane Hedengren stepped onto the collegiate track for the first time and delivered a performance that shook the NCAA to its core. Running at Boston University on December 6, 2025, the BYU freshman crushed the 5,000-meter record with a jaw-dropping 14 minutes 44.79 seconds. No warm-up season, no slow build, just instant history. In a matter of minutes, Hedengren transformed from freshman debutante into one of the fastest Americans ever indoors. The race took place at Boston University's indoor facility, an arena renowned for fast times and big breakthroughs. From the gun, Hedengren was locked in a duel with New Mexico's Pamela Kosgei, pacing behind Ellie Leather through the first mile in 4 minutes 48 seconds. At the 2-kilometer split, Hedengren and Kosgei were already 50 meters clear of the chase pack. But by 3,000 meters, which she passed in 8 minutes 59 seconds, Hedengren shifted gears. She pulled away from Kosgei and never looked back, closing the final mile in a blistering 4 minutes 35 seconds with a 66-second last lap that left the crowd stunned. This season, there's been a lot of growth, and I think there's still so much to build on, Hedengren told FloTrack's Nia Gibson after the race. Lots of gratitude approaching this race and this season, and I'm excited to keep working. Though it was her collegiate debut on the track, Hedengren's performance came as no surprise to those following her meteoric rise. She had just finished second at the NCAA cross-country championships 2 weeks earlier, falling only to defending champion Doris Lemjole. That race, held in Columbia, Missouri, saw Hedengren cover 6 kilometers in 18 minutes 38.9 seconds, the fastest freshman performance in the meet's history. Her track debut, however, would be her defining statement. Not only did she break the NCAA indoor record previously held by Lemgol, 14 minutes 52.57 seconds, but she also eclipsed the overall NCAA record indoor or outdoor of 14 minutes 52.18 seconds set by Parker Valby earlier that year. The record wasn't just broken, it was obliterated. And perhaps most impressively, Hedengren ran the second fastest indoor 5-kilometer ever by an American woman. Only one American, indoors or out, has ever run faster. Her time of 14 minutes 44.79 seconds was also a U.S. under-20 record. No other under-20 woman in history has run within 30 seconds of it. Despite the historic nature of her performance, Hedengren wasn't shocked. "I just want to do my best effort every time, and I feel like in practice, we have kind of shown that we are around that level," she said, "so I wanted to run to that expectation for sure." Hedengren's coach, Diljit Taylor, wasn't surprised either. She had predicted that the freshman was ready to surpass anyone she'd ever coached, a high bar considering Taylor previously guided 2024 Olympian Whitney Morgan. On that December afternoon, Hedengren outdid Morgan's lifetime best by 4 seconds. This wasn't just an individual victory either. Teammate Riley Chamberlain, who finished second in the race with a personal best of 14 minutes 58.97 seconds, became the 6th fastest NCAA runner in history. The BYU women's track team made NCAA history by becoming the first school to have 3 women run under 15 minutes in the 5,000 meters: Hedengren, Chamberlain, and Lexi Halliday Lowry, who previously ran 14 minutes 57.63 seconds. Only one other program, the University of Florida, had managed to have 2 sub-15 women in the event: Parker Valby and Hilda Olemomoy, both in 2024. With Hedengren leading the charge, BYU vaulted into historic territory. Born on September 23, 2006, in Houston, Texas, Hedengren grew up in Provo, Utah, and attended Timpview High School. Her running pedigree is strong. Her father, John D. Hedengren, was an All-American, but Jane's performances even in high school were already rewriting record books. In 2025 alone, she set 9 national high school records, including the mile 4 minutes 23.50 seconds, 3,200 meters 9 minutes 14.65 seconds, 3,000 meters 8 minutes 40.03 seconds, and 5,000 meters 14 minutes 57.93 seconds outdoors. She became the first high school girl to run sub-15 in the 5,000 meters, a mark previously deemed unreachable. At the Nike Outdoor Nationals, she clocked 8 minutes 40.03 seconds in the 3,000 meters, a U.S. under-20 and high school national record. Her 2-mile time of 9 minutes 17.75 seconds at the Brooks PR Invitational crushed her own previous record. And just days before joining BYU, she shattered Sadie Englehart's mile record by almost 5 seconds. Entering the collegiate scene, the expectations were sky high. Still, Hedengren surpassed them. At the Pre-National Invitational on October 17th, she won her collegiate cross-country debut in 18 minutes, 42.3 seconds, setting a course record. 2 weeks later, she won the Big 12 championships with a dominating time of 18 minutes, 29.60 seconds. At the NCAA Mountain Region Championships, she won again, this time by over 40 seconds. She then earned national runner-up status at the NCAA Cross Country Championships. Her December 5,000-meter win in Boston didn't just show that she belonged at the NCAA level, it showed she might already be among the best American distance runners, period. In fact, her time was 0.01 seconds faster than Josette Andrews, who ran 14 minutes 44.80 seconds in March before placing 6th at the World Championships. To put her run in further perspective, Hedengren is now 6 seconds faster than Parker Valby's lifetime best, and she did it at 19 years old in her first NCAA race. This meteoric rise earned her a slew of accolades. She was named the UST-FCCCA Women's National Athlete of the Week, and she previously earned Big 12 Women's Runner of the Year and Big 12 Newcomer of the Year honors. Hedengren isn't just fast, she's remarkably grounded. After her record-breaking performance, she posted a heartfelt Instagram message praising Chamberlain, "Man, what a privilege to be out there with my people." If you didn't see, Riley broke 15 in the 5,000 meters this weekend. She is truly one of a kind. Ree has such a contagious, uplifting energy, is always looking to others, and puts herself out there every time. Grateful for the opportunity to keep building with her and others. As of now, Hedengren sits atop the NCAA all-time list for the 5,000 meters. The top 10 includes legends such as Doris Lemgole, Parker Valby, Hilda Olemomoy, and Elise Stearns. But no one else has done what Hedengren did so early in her career. Even for those who closely follow U.S. distance running, the magnitude of her accomplishment is staggering. Her time would have been the American record as recently as 2010. Comparisons to past greats are inevitable, but with innovations like super spikes and faster tracks, direct parallels are tricky. Still, the stats don't lie. Hedengren's 14 minutes 44.79 seconds puts her in a category reserved for the best American women ever. Looking ahead, the running world is abuzz with speculation. What can she do in the 10,000 meters? How will she perform at future NCAA championships or U.S. trials? With the 2028 Olympics on the horizon, many are already whispering her name in the same breath as future medal contenders. If she continues at this trajectory, it's not a matter of if, it's when she'll reach the global podium. Hedengren also represents a new era of American distance running, a bridge between generations. Young, tenacious, and mature beyond her years, she embodies the kind of athlete who inspires both peers and veterans alike. Her journey is only just beginning, and already it's rewriting what's possible in women's collegiate distance running. What separates Hedengren is not just speed, but composure. She races with patience, finishes with fearlessness, and carries herself with humility rarely seen at such a young age. Those qualities paired with her talent suggest staying power, not a flash, but a future cornerstone of the sport. At 19, Jane Hedengren is not just breaking records, she's changing the narrative of what it means to be a freshman in collegiate track. She has proven that history can be written from the start line. And if her debut season is any indication, this is only the beginning.